Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another eyeshadow palette swatch demo and review video. Probably this may be one of the most anticipated launches. It's part of the Naked range. I mean, Urban Decay Naked range. Literally everybody knows about the Urban Decay palette, and this is their newest addition to the family, the Urban Decay Naked Cherry. Now, I'm particularly excited about this palette for a couple of reasons. Firstly, my surname is actually Cherry. This is quite literally the epitome of a palette named after me. Hi, this is me naked. Secondly, it's a palette of all beautiful, rich burgundy tones. You guys know that burgundy tones are like my favorite out of everything when it comes to eyeshadow. They look beautiful on every skin tone, with every hair color, with every eye color. They're just so romantic, and it's just one of those colors that you can never get wrong kind of a thing. And I mean, these look epic, and the formulation, you know, of the Urban Decay Naked palettes is just, it's always been beautiful. I'm super excited about this one, like ever since the Naked Heat. I'm still heated up about it. And thirdly, because I've actually been chosen by Urban Decay as one of the very lucky few Australians to actually, you know, work on this launch. So thank you so much, Urban Decay, for the opportunity. It means the world to me. Now, this bad boy is launching here in Australia at Mecca Maxima exclusively on October the 16th. So when you are watching this video, that is actually going to be yesterday or the day before. Like, it's already out, and I feel like this is gonna just fly out the door. The hype on social media about this one has just been epic. So yeah, that's where you can get it in Australia. For those of you in the States, obviously Sephora and the urbandecay.com website. Might be at Ulta too. I need to confirm that. But yes, it is just, I'm so excited to dive into this. So what we're gonna be doing is having a close-up look of the palette, all of the shades within the palette. This palette is also part of the Urban Decay Naked Cherry collection, and just wait till you see what it came in. How cool is this? It is like an actual giant cherry. I just think this is the coolest thing ever. So awesome. I'm just gonna sit her there. It's like staring at me. But yeah, it includes 3 lipsticks. So we've got 3 new Vice lipsticks in, you know, cherry inspired colors. We've got a cherry scented all-nighter setting spray. Oh my goodness, so excited to try this. And then lastly, 2 of the 24/7 Glide On eye pencils. You guys have heard me talk about this before. Love the formula in like cherry inspired shades as well. So yes, this is the collection. Basically, we're going to go through everything. We're going to do swatches of everything. We're going to look at all of the shades closely, the formula, the texture, live close-up swatches so that you can get the real scoop on all of the colors and everything. And then we're going to create a full eye look using the palette, and also, you know, we'll swatch the lipsticks on my lips as well. So yes, that's about everything, guys. If you're interested in seeing a full swatch demo and review video on the new Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, then please keep on watching. All right, so let's firstly have a close-up look at the palette. It is stunning. When I first tried this palette and when I first opened it, I was like, it is gorgeous. So it's got like a beautiful shiny exterior, and can you see these little cherries across the front? It's so cute. So it says Urban Decay Naked Cherry. It's a magnetic closure. The back is like a deep maroon. It's a really, really aesthetically pleasing looking palette. It just looks gorgeous. It's the same shape and size as the rest of the Urban Decay Naked palettes. You know, everybody knows and loves these. And then opening it up on the inside, this is what all of the colors look like. I personally think these are absolutely stunning. So we've got 12 shades here, a mixture of mattes and shimmers, some really nice lighter sort of, you know, shimmery and matte tones for your more everyday neutral looks. And then as we move along the palette, they get gradually, you know, deeper and smokier and darker, all with that really incredible cherry themed burgundy undertone. Like, it's just, she's stunning to look at. It does come with a double-ended brush, as per all of the other Naked palettes as well. So this, I'm pretty sure, is a synthetic brush. Yes. On this side, we've got a little domed, you know, kind of small smudger applicator. And then on the other side, we have a larger blending brush. The packaging of the lipsticks in this collection are stunning as well. So they're in the normal sort of Vice, I guess, setup, like Vice lipstick setup. But, you know, we've got a cherry on there. They're pink. They just look so pretty. And then when you take the cap off, they just look like this standard, you know, Vice lipsticks. I just love the pink cap though with the cherry. It's so cute. The eyeliners are in the standard 24/7 Glide On pencil format, so really nothing new there. We've got 2 new shades, and then finally the setting spray. The box of this is so beautiful as well. Like, look, with the big cherry. I just love it. Now this one is a smaller size. This is 30 ml, and the packaging, And let me tell you, I have smelt this. Oh my goodness. It's not like an overpowering, like gross cherry. It's like a really beautiful, refreshing cherry. How pretty is the packaging? So yes, that's pretty much an overview of all of the products in the collection. I'm really excited to dive into these and show you the swatches and the colors and everything. And like I said, available here in Australia now at Mecca Maxima stores and you know, wherever else you are in the world. I'll pop links down below for where you can get it, you know, depending on where you are. But yes, let's jump into the swatches. So I'm going to show you close-up swatches of all of the colors so you can see the shades and the texture of the formula, and the lipstick swatches and the eye pencil swatches as well. And then we're going to jump into creating a look using all of the products. All right, so here is another look at the palette. The external packaging is just beautiful, and honestly all of the colors in this are absolutely stunning. I just feel like it didn't do it justice before on the screen. So now moving on into the swatches, I'm going to start on the left hand side of the palette and work my way across. So first we have Hotspot, then Caution. Caution you can hardly see on my skin because it's basically the same color. Bang Bang, that shimmery pink, and then Feels, that sort of deeper rosy pink. Juicy, this gorgeous coral. Turn On, it's like sort of like a smoky bronzy. Ambitious is an incredible shimmery burgundy color, love that one. Being this hot pink sort of dusty color. Devilish, this beautiful maroon. Young, love this shimmery deep pink. Drunk Dial, this beautiful shimmery deep dark burgundy brownie kind of color. And then finally Privacy, which is like this dark matte brown. It's really got this beautiful cherry purplish undertone to it. Absolutely stunning colors. I love the layout in this palette. And then this is just more of a close-up look at what the actual lipsticks look like. And then here are swatches of the lipsticks and the eyeliners. All right, so that is it for all of the swatches. I've zoomed you guys in and tied my hair up because we're just going to start on the eyeshadow look now. I really like what they did with the formula in this palette. Like I said, this is not the first time that I've used and worked with it. But I love all of the shimmers. They're really, really buttery and they don't have like stacks and stacks of fallout, which makes them really, really easy to work with. And the mattes are kind of like, you see, for me with a matte eyeshadow, I prefer something that's like a little bit lower in pigmentation as far as a matte goes because it just makes them a whole lot easier to blend out with. Like, I'm not saying that these are low in pigmentation, but they're the perfect mix of pigmentation and blendability that makes them really, really easy to work with. Now, disclaimer, like I always say, do not judge an eyeshadow based on a finger swatch alone. You know, eyeshadows are not formulated and designed, you know, to be worn as a finger swatch on your arm. Basically, what's most important is how it works on the eye. So yeah, moving on to the eye tutorial now. I'm thinking that we might do maybe a little bit of a cut crease situation, and I'm going to try and use as many shades as possible here on camera so that you can get a really, really good picture, you know, of some different kind of looks that you can come up with using this palette and also how well the formula works. Now, I have already primed my eyes, but as per the usual, I will set down the eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to use this first shade here. This is Hotspot. This is like a really beautiful matte bone shadow. Love, love, love that they've included a matte bone shadow in this palette. Just makes it a lot easier to travel with. So taking a large fluffy blending brush, I am going to set the lid down with this first. I just really love the matte formula of this palette. So eyeshadow primer is set and we're going to start building up the crease and the transition color now. So I think I'll go in with, let's go with Juicy. So this one here is Juicy. It's a really pretty sort of mandarin orangey kind of shade. Like really, really pretty. So on that same fluffy blending brush, I'm going to start working Juicy through the crease. This is a really nice transition color. It's sort of one of those ones that will go well with every look. You could build up either a cool tone or a warm tone look using this shadow. It's really sort of universal like that. I love, 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 you know, these kinds of like corals and oranges through the crease. It's just so So working that one in, and as you can see, she blends really well. It is a lighter matte though, so you really shouldn't come into too many issues with a shadow like this. I gotta tell you, my skin looks horrendous. I'm doing a foundation first impression today. Ooh, not looking cute at all. So I apologize, but that's what happens when you test foundations. Sometimes they do not work out. I would wear this shadow just alone. It's epic. It's like the most beautiful, like summery coral. Oh, I love it. So taking a slightly smaller brush, I'm going to go into Feels, which is sort of like a touch deeper than Juicy. Still sort of sticking in that really pretty sort of soft pinky corally sort of family. And I'm going to work that sort of more focus right into the crease with this smaller brush. Such a good blending brush. Oh my gosh, I would seriously leave this as it is. Can you even deal that it's literally a palette that's named after me? It's my palette. It is named after me. I'm claiming that. A lot of people think Joy is my surname, but it's actually my middle name. So there you go. Not many people know that. Building up that color, really making it nice and sort of, I really want it to be right in that crease area, and it brings like a really pretty pink shift to the socket. I would seriously just apply mascara and call it a day. I love these colors. Actually, while we've got that color, I'm gonna work that through the lower lash line as well. Build that up. Now don't worry if you make a sort of like a bit of a mess under here. I am going to go in and clean up with the concealer after. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get a bit darker and a bit smokier. So I'm going to mix Bing with Devilish just on this same small brush, and I'm going to work that through the outer crease as well. I love these two colors mixed together. It just makes the prettiest like pinky burgundy. So starting in the outer corner, working in circular motions, I'm going to slowly and gently start to add these. I'm kind of packing and then I'm coming back and blending. And I'm always sort of, you know, moving the brush in the direction of upwards and outwards, because that's what causes it to be really nice and diffuse sort of upwards and outwards and like gradually fade, you know, up into that brow bone. All right, taking a flat brush now, I'm going into Privacy, which is like this deep burgundy brown. I love this color. And I tell you what, for a deep, dark chocolate matte color, this finger swatched incredibly well. Normally finger swatches of these kinds of colors are a hot mess, but it actually finger swatches really, really well. So I'm packing that in the outer corner of the eye. Don't worry, we're gonna come back and blend it. We just really wanna pack that color on first. It's definitely like, I look at these eyes and I just think cherry. Like they're so accurate with the naming of this. It packs on so well. Oh yeah. And then taking that blending brush from earlier, I'm just gonna haze out the edges of that one. Kind of like softly smoking it upwards and outwards. And then coming back with Juicy, that sort of like bright orange that we started with. I'm just applying a little of that and really hazing out those edges. All right, so taking a little bit of concealer on a small flat brush, I'm gonna do half of a cut crease, sort of. You'll see. So starting at the inner portion of the eye, very gently kind of carve out where you want that cut crease to go. And then once you get to this stage, rather than continuing the cut crease all the way to the end, you kind of just want to like diffuse it a little. We will come back and blend it back out. But that's pretty much what you want it to look like. All right, so once the crease is cut, I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna mix Bing and then this beautiful color here, Young Love. And what we're gonna do is haze out the edge of where that concealer sort of ends. You just want it to be sort of smoky-ish there. And then over the top of the cut crease, I'm going to take this beautiful shimmery pink. This is Bang Bang, and it's like a really pretty, it's a shimmery pink, but it's kind of got like a, you know, like a gold reflect. It's gorgeous. So picking that one up on a flat brush, I'm going to just pack it over top of that concealer. Just be careful to keep this sort of inside the line of that cut crease. You don't want to take it any further out, otherwise it will sort of start to look a bit messy. And don't worry about this edge here, we'll come back and fix that after. You mainly just want to pack this colour on. How pretty is that pink? I'm packing it on the other side. Now I am using this on a dry brush. You could by all means use a wet brush if you wanted. I don't find that my eyelids really allow for that. They turn like crepey and textured. It's really weird. But, you know, I'm getting more than enough payoff just with using a dry brush anyway. All right, so this is what you should be sort of looking like now. Going back into Young Love, which is like that pretty shimmery pink. I'm going to use it on a blending brush to very softly haze out the line between where that light pink sort of finishes and the deep starts. Just very, very softly. You just want to be able to see a line here. Now, we do have a bit of fallout, and I am going to fix that up with concealer later, but I think for the lower lash line, what should we do? First off, I'm going to take Turn On, and I'm just using it on the brush that came with the palette. And I'm going to put a little bit of this right on the inner corner, just to add a little bit of lightness through there. And then I think we'll do like a pink in the center of the lower lash line. Obviously, we'll come back and blend this out more after I've got some concealer on anyway. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm going to use one of the 24/7 liners that come in the collection. So I'm going to use this beautiful maroony kind of color. This is called Love Drug. So this is gorgeous. This has actually got like shimmer sort of particles in it. And to keep it monochrome, I'm going to pop that on the waterline. Oh, we are cherry-fied. Is that even a word? It is now. All right, so this is sort of what the look is looking like now. I'm going to pop on some mascara and some lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, so the eyes are all done, and this is what they are looking like. Absolutely love how this cut crease turned out. It is definitely very cherry, but it's also very wearable cherry. That's what I really love about these like burgundy, you know, sort of like rich red undertone kinds of eyeshadows. They're so flattering and they look romantic. And like I said, they go with every skin tone, every hair color, every eye color. Like they're my fave. As far as the blendability of the palette, I found it, you know, really easy to apply. Like I said, again, it's not the first time that I have used this palette, but every time that I use it, you know, I still haven't come across any shadows or any textures in it that I've necessarily had any issues with. Yeah, both the formula and the shade range is perfect in this one. So yeah, if you're a cherry lover or you're a lover of these kinds of tones, I could not recommend this palette anymore. It is just stunning, and just remember, it's basically named after me. So that's it for the eyeshadow palette, and we're going to move on to the lipsticks now. I'm just going to quickly show you swatches of each of the lipsticks on my lips. And actually, you know what? Let's first set everything down with the all-nighter setting spray in the cherry scent. Honestly, I mean, this works exactly the same, you know, it's exactly the same formula as their regular all-nighter spray. It just smells so good though. Oh, I need a fragrance, like an actual perfume that smells like this. It's delicious. And like I said, it's not like a sickly sweet cherry. It's a really nice, like a fruity, like just, oh. If you are due for like a top up of your all-nighter or you've been wanting to try it, I would pick up the cherry scented one. It smells incredible. All right, let's jump into swatches of these lipsticks. So first up, we've got this pretty, it's like a nude, but it's got like a duochrome pinky gold shimmer through it. It's really, really pretty. This one is called Juicy, and it is one of their metallized formulas. So this one would be really nice as like a topper, or it's even really pretty on its own. Can you guys hear that wind blowing? I feel like we're gonna have a Wizard of Oz situation up in here. All right, so this is what Juicy looks like. And even though it's like a metallized formula and it does have sort of shimmer pigments through it, doesn't feel textured on the lips at all. Like it does feel really, really nice and smooth. I've spoken about the Vice lipsticks like a million times. The formula of these is just gorgeous. All right, next up we've got Devilish, which is like the metallic, like really pretty pink color. It's a metallized formula as well. And again, you could wear this one alone or as a topper over other lipsticks. Oh my gosh, this color. Metallic lipsticks are such a big thing at the minute. I'll take any excuse to wear glitter. Any excuse. So this is what this one looks like. It's a really pretty shimmery pink color. Again, even though it's like a metallic kind of a lipstick with shimmer in it, I can't feel any texture. And then finally we have Cherry, which is the gorgeous rich burgundy. Absolutely love, 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 love this color. Now this is one of their cream formulas. It's so pigmented. Like this is a lipstick, you only need one layer. Like it's so rich and creamy, it's beautiful. And this one here is Cherry, guys, a really, really rich burgundy, but at the same time, very, very moisturizing. It feels amazing on the lips. So there you have it, guys. Those are all the swatches and demo of the brand new Urban Decay Naked Cherry collection. I hope this answered any questions that you may have had about the collection. If you did have any of them, if you've got any more, please, as always, pop them in the comment section down below. I personally love this collection. You guys already know that this eyeshadow palette, like every single shade in here, it's made for me. Like, these are my all-time favorite shades to work with. And I just love that, you know, they're all in one palette. And to me, it's just, it's beautiful. Like this, the packaging, the shade range, the formula, this palette is epic. So like I said, available now here in Australia at Mecca Maxima. Run and get it. I feel like it's going to sell out really, really quickly. And I will pop links down below for those of you who are overseas as well, so that you can pick it up. Like, honestly, Cherry collection, basically the Nikkiajoy collection. All right, guys, I love you all so, so much, and I will catch you in the next video.